Alright, Board Game Maniacs, we're on to the next turn here, and you can see there's a lot of stuff that we have to try to work through, or there are going to be a lot of more Marines that are going to end up dying in this turn. So let's go on to the first activation. It's going to be Spunkmeyer. You can see that Spunkmeyer is all the way back here, and we got a whole lot of xenomorph action going on here. So I think what Spunkmeyer is going to do is, instead of him going first, he is actually going to get Gorman to go first, because he's got the flamethrower. But the thing is he can't get Gorman to go first because Gorman is a grunt in this game. He is not. He's still a lieutenant, but he's filling in as a grunt. So he is going to activate. Usually in the rules, I just wanted to point this out, that a hero with a lower rank cannot activate a higher rank for a second activation. But because we're Gorman, you can see on this card here, he don't have any mark like Private Spunkmeyer does with the 1, because he's a lieutenant. But so he is just going to be a grunt. So he's going to activate, and he has to pick a spot that is 2 spaces away for the flamethrower, and then it's going to be each of them onto that. So I'm thinking the best thing is if he picks here, it's 1 space away, it's going to jump over, it's going to jump over, and it's going to jump over. It's going to leave Hicks and Ripley and Gorman in some good shape. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to spend his 2 to shoot, and he's going to shoot here first. Going to exhaust 2 cards first so that he is going to shoot with this. So there's the 2 cards exhausted, because I seem to forget this sometimes. Lately I haven't been, so that's good. Anyhow, so now, again, he chews here, so he's going to hit him first. And it's 1 shot for all of them. So he goes from 4. Well, I'll leave it at 4 for now. Why not? So he has to, it always hits on a 7. Attack this weapon, choose a space that is 2 spaces away from your character and in line of sight. Roll for each model token and place the space. This weapon always hits on a 7. All right, so I had 2, he's got 1. So this one first, he needs a 7 or lower. He's got a 9. He freaking missed. First action, he flubbed. So now he is going to have to shoot again. It goes down to 3, and it hits on a 7 or less. So let's do a different die. 2, finally some results. So this xenomorph is toasted, and it's going to jump over to this single one first. So let's go. We need to get a 7 or less. He got a 2, so this is another single one. So Gorman has burnt that. Now it's going to be on this. This is a big swarm of 4. So let's see if we can take any of them down. He's got a 9. Oh, that was a 9. He totally missed that. The burn has ended, and he is done with his activations. Uh-oh. For all of his trouble, he got 2 xenomorphs. Now Spunkmeyer is going to go. So on activation, draw an endurance card, then you may recycle. You may recycle any number of cards from your hand. Endurance card. It's an event. I'm glad they're not hitting any stupid hazards. Gorman, and it is Spunkmeyer, like I said. But what Spunkmeyer is going to do is he drew his activation card. He's got We're in the Pipe 5x5, and now he's actually going to play a card from his hand. And the card he's going to play is this 0. And it says, reveal a card. So we have to reveal a card. And remember, reveal, it just gets discarded underneath. It don't go to the exhaust. Oh, this here's a hazard, but it says discard a hazard card from your character. So he don't have a hazard card on his character. So he just revealed this. So this and this is going to be going into the bottom of the endurance card, because these are just, they're not recycled. They're not exhausted. They're just gone into the recycling. Spunkmeyer already drew his card, so now he has some actions to do. He has his grenades too, and if we look at the grenades, because I think this might help, this card to make an attack with this weapon. Choose a space that is within 4 spaces of your character and in line of sight. Roll for each model and token in the space and within one space of it. This weapon always hits on a 6 or less. First off, Spunkmeyer is going to have to move to get where he wants to go. His move is 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, because he can't stop his turn on one of the characters. So now, every space adjacent to it. So I'm thinking what he's going to do is, he's got line of sight to this one. He's going to plant a grenade here, and then it's going to blow up the spaces here, so it's not going to touch Hicks or Ripley, and also Gorman too as well. So let's throw the grenades here. Now that's a swarm of 4, so the first grenade is going off, and it hits on a 6 or less, and it got a 7. The grenade did not go off. So now we have to do the next one. And it's a 5, so we hit 1. So that is 2 of the 4 that is gone. Number 3, that was a 1. Oh, sorry, that was a 1. So that is 3 of the 4 is gone. And so if that's 4 swarms, so 3 of the 4 is gone. So this one is going to be 1. And now it does carry over to this, and this swarm is a swarm of 5. Uh-oh. Okay. So 2, got 1, 1 of 5, 10, missed. 3, 8, missed. 4, 1, so 2 of 5, and missed again. So that is 2 of 5 out of this swarm. With all of that, now this is unfortunately getting discarded. It don't get put in the exhaust, it actually gets discarded. So because of that, you can see that's left. There's 3 alien swarms, 3 xenomorphs, and 1 xenomorph there. So that was a pretty good job, I have to say, for Gorman to do, because not Gorman, yeah, was it Gorman? No, it was Spunkmeyer, because Spunkmeyer just, you know, the grenade, boom, 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 that was it. So that ends Spunkmeyer's activation, because he moved and then he did it. It is on to Ripley's turn, and on activation, recycle 2 endurance cards and draw 1 card. Once you drew his body armor, I'm going to put that in there with all of the other cards. So this is a lot that we got going on, which is okay. I'm happy with this. I'm just kind of moving my chair out of the way here. So Ripley, she's kind of in a spot there to try and take out some of the xenomorphs. So Ripley is going to first kapow at the that xenomorph. She's not going to aim. She's just going to try to shoot, because she has only 2 actions. She's at 7, so she needs a 7 or under to do that. And she gets a 7. Kabang! So, goodbye. Now we reduce it to 6. And I'm also, she did shoot her 1. So after that, now she is going to do a shoot action for her second action to shoot at this swarm of 3. I'm just looking because the swarm counters, which are very, very useful. I have a lot of emails and comments about the swarm counter. Where did I get it? And I did put the link in one of the other Alien videos. I'm going to try to find it again and throw it there. It's on Thingiverse. And again, I can't remember who it is that created it, but if I do, thank you very much. I use this all the time. I love it when I'm playing Aliens because it makes things a lot more simplified, and I don't have to worry about pumping in like a whole bunch of the cardboard tokens, which is okay, but it just ends up stacking up and falling all over the place. This way I just magnetize it so it just fits, just even if I print it off by a little bit, like a millimeter or 2, I just use, because I'm using the magnets on both of them, it will just stick to it, so it works that way too as well. But the magnets I use are from the dollar store. They're not that strong, so I think in the future I'm going to change out them for better circle magnets. But anyhow, back to the game. So I can't remember what I was. Oh yes. So That was Ripley's first turn. She's going to shoot again. She's at 6. She rolled a 7 first. And that she got a 9, so she totally missed that. Totally missed the shoot. But do I have anything here that can help? And I don't think so. And I don't even want to use it anyhow. So she missed. That's her 2 actions. Ripley is done. She has a passive turn that once per turn she can exhaust a card. We already talked about that, but we're going to leave it like that. But 6 goes to 5 for Ripley because she did shoot but failed, unfortunately. And she would have to get rid of a card here to take the action of shooting again. Now, since all of the heroes, hero characters activated, Daniel Spunkmeyer and Ellen Ripley. Also, remember, Daniel Spunkmeyer got Gorman to go first because he is not a lieutenant in this. I probably said he was in a couple of episodes previously, but he's not a lieutenant because he's only a grunt. It says right there, so I have to treat him as such. So the 2 to activate is going to be Hicks and Hudson, and I don't know who's going to go first. They're all kind of clumped together. Well, actually, no, Hudson is right there. I think Hudson should probably go first. That's a good move because try to shoot him in the back and kill 3 of those xenomorphs, or try to kill 3 of those xenomorphs. So that's what Hudson's going to do. So Hudson's first action, because this door is open because he is standing right beside it, it is going to be aiming. So Hudson is going to go from 6 to 7, and his second action is going to be shoot with this M4 1A pulse rifle. All of this is riding on him getting a 7 or less. He got a 4. All right, good shot, Hudson. So now his 7 goes to a 6. We have to exhaust a card, and we are going to exhaust another card. The reason why is because we are going in full automatic and take out, because this goes to 2. I'm just doing this off camera because I'm trying to find a method for doing this on camera when my multiplex works. But anyhow, 2 left. So he did an aim, so he's got to shoot now, and he needs to get a 6 or less. Oh, he's got a 1 that was teetering on a 7, and everybody's seen it, then it just dropped to a 1. Ooh, boy, so that's another xenomorph destroyed. 1 xenomorph is left. And now I think what Hicks is going to do, or Hudson is going to do, is he's going to shoot her up again. Oh, look, we're on a reshuffle again, finally. That means that we are organizing, working with organizing endurance or motion tracker cards so that we can kind of balance it out so that we have more endurance than what we do motion tracker cards, finally. So anyhow, I'm kind of struggling for what to say here. But in other words, we are really keeping an eye on this endurance deck to not let it go down so that we can't deplete the endurance deck or the motion tracker deck. Hudson goes to 5. And we threw 1 on there because he's going to shoot again. And here goes the shot again. He needs to get a 5 or less to take out that last xenomorph, which he's been doing such a great job at, and he continued to do by throwing a 1. Goodbye. He is totally space dust. And because of that, unfortunately, he goes to 4. We already exhausted the card before he shot. And that is it for Hudson's turn, because he aimed and then when he shot. So that's 2 actions for Hudson. Hudson, you're the VIP of this turn, I think, anyhow. We're on to, last but not least, Hicks. So what is Hicks going to do with his M4 1A pulse rifle? You can see here there's no one to shoot at, or nothing to shoot at, I should say. But Hicks is going to play it smart. It is the last turn for him, or the last of the Marines to go. It's his turn. And if he plays it smart enough, let me get a little lucky. So he's only going to go for his first action, move 2. And then he is going to try to barricade the tunnel token, or the tunnel, with a tech test. Now, Hicks's tech is 4, so he's got to get a 4 or under. Before I roll that, let's see if I have anything here that I can use to help. Rerolling failed defense roll. No. Okay. So let's just hopefully he gets a 4 or under. Come on, Hicks. You got an 8. You failed. Oh, that would have been a great thing to barricade that, but you failed. As you can tell, all Marines and civilians, Ripley, has activated. And now we're on to the next step, which is the alien phase. So I have to activate any aliens. And as I said previously, by scanning the table, you can see that there is no aliens on the board, which I'm completely shocked about because we did a lot. But you can see there's a lot of blips on the board. And we always start the blip movement with the closest, so we have to roll. So what I'm going to do is, after I do all of these, and actually all of these, because it takes a little bit of time, and it could be boring, then I'll be back. But I think I might record this, because this turret is only down to 150 rounds left. Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. During the blip movement, you can see the blips have moved there. They didn't roll a lot. I didn't roll a lot for them. But you can see here, unfortunately, there is some from the first time that did make it out. One is right up saying hello to Gorman, but that ended his turn because they only rolled 3, and boom, right there was where it ended. So Gorman just got lucky. He's kind of probably got to change his shorts after this. But anyhow, we can't do them yet because we got to go closer. So now it's these ones we have to roll first to see what this whole colony, when I say colony, I mean a colony of blips, is going to move. Oh, the worst I could roll. It's a 6. We're in some deep trouble. You'll find out why we're in deep trouble in a second. So anyhow, this blip is going to move here. The door is open, so the B gun can see it, so it's going to roll 2. Got 7 or less, it hits, but got to discard the highest. 2 6s. Goodbye. That blip is destroyed. And that's how it's going to keep going until this sentry gun is out of ammunition. But we're down to only 100. So we got 2 shots left. I'm not going to bore you with you showing all that stuff. So I'm just going to keep moving these. I'll be back when I'm done. With the unwanted sound of the spinning barrel signifying out of ammo, xenomorphs just start rolling in. And as you can see, there is a lot of xenomorphs that is coming in to attack the Marines. The Marines see that their scanners are lighting up like crazy, and like they're off in the distance, but they can still feel the tension because they've got to deal with 2 swarms right here. But they also get an indication that the sentry guns is out of ammunition. They are very, 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 very much screwed. Now it's on to the motion tracker deck to draw 5 of them. So I'll do that, and when I draw them, I'll come back, I'll show what everything happened, so we're up to speed. I have completed placing and doing all 5 motion tracker cards, 1 per player, that is on the board, character I should say, not player, and 1 card has just screwed me royally. And it is, they are coming. This is the last motion tracker card, is a high level motion tracker card. And it says, place 2 blips on 4, which I did. After you place this card's blips, move all blips and aliens 4 squares towards the nearest character. So therefore, all blips and aliens, that's not just on number 4, it's just all blips and aliens on every spawn point or what have you, every alien, every blip. That's why I'm taking this. It's not saying just that is on 4. After you place this card's blips, move all blips and aliens 4 squares towards the nearest character. So because of this, it could be either way. It could be that all aliens and blips on the board, not to mention just the ones that you just placed, but it could be just the ones that you just placed plus whatever blips that are on number 4 or 2 as well to keep going. But that kind of don't make sense this way. Now, I want you to comment below and let me know what you think is a proper way. I'm going to just pause the video for a quick second, take a look at the rule book, see if this here is one of the FAQs or what have you, and I'll be back and I'm going to tell you the way I'm playing it if I do not find the answer. I double checked it in the rule book, in the FAQs, and did a little search, and I couldn't really find anything talking about this. So unfortunately, I'm going to play it a way, I don't know if it's going to be right or wrong, but I'm playing it in a way that is going to be more detrimental to the characters than positive to the characters, because it's aliens. You don't get any breaks in this. Come on, you should know that. So the way I'm going to play this is I am going to move all blips and aliens 4 squares towards the nearest character, but any alien that is going to be in base contact with a character are not going to move, and they're not going to attack because it only says move on the card. So that's the way I'm going to play this, but I have to do all the blips and everything too as well. So I'll move everything and I'll be back in a moment. All right, Board Game Maniacs, I moved everything and now I'm going to show you what we're up against. So the blips have moved down this sector, have busted out this door because all of the sentry guns are out of ammo, so they're coming down. So they're on this door right here, which is going to lead into this room, which is going to lead into this room, which is going to lead not into the room with Hudson, but you can see that is actually a swarm of 4 that is snuck up behind Hudson. But in the other room here is the total mess that I am totally scared of, because I think we are completely finished with this, bug hunt round. But I'm still going to try. Marines never give up. We never leave a Marine behind either. So this is what's going to happen here, because there are a lot of swarms here. There's only one alien xenomorph that is a single miniature. The rest are swarms of 2 and up to 5. So we have a lot of work ahead of us to do. And that was the end of the aliens' turn. And then we have to do, oh no, that was the motion tracker. Sorry, because that motion tracker card is the card that I was confused about that really screwed us in the end, because that's why I'm playing it. But again, comment below and let me know about that. Please, please. Maybe I played it wrong. Maybe. Maybe this is just another way of making things a little more difficult. I didn't have any more of the markers that I 3D printed to say how much in Swarm. I actually had to bust out the original alien markers, because there's one of them there that has 2 underneath it. I can't believe that's how much aliens are on the board. Next is resolve any finishing phase effects. None. And then after that it is step 2, which is check for victory or defeat. This is on the finishing phase, by the way. None. And step 3 is the cleanup. And then that is going to end it for this episode of Board Game Maniacs, and probably we're getting very, very, very close to finishing this entire long... It's not a game, it's a simulation, a long simulation training mission, because they flubbed so bad. When I say they, I mean I flubbed on the rules so bad in the past. I had to rectify my wrongdoings and the wrongdoings of my Marines, and this is what happens. Comment below, let me know what you think so far. Let me know what your thoughts are about this whole traffic jam of xenomorphs and Marines. And we'll see you on the flip side for the next episode of, which may be the last episode for this Aliens Another Glorious Day in the Corp by Gale Force 9 custom mission by us Board Game Maniacs in this bug hunt simulation. We'll see you on the flip side. Let us know what you think and let us know what you do. And hopefully we have like some kind of nuke thing or whatever. Nuke them from orbit! Oh, be a maniac. I'll tell you later. Bye!